Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cut! 180! Turbo set!
Number 0, Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Black 20! Turbo set!
Now gone. And he's caught. And taking it across the
St. Brown. It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down.
He's going to be a handful of one-on-one.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to let someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey,
Now looks to throw. Short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Box pass. Complete to number 87, Sam Laporta. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Here we go, tonight! Obama! 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 Twos! That's it!
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's got
A gain of 3 yards. That's good. 4 on Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lift! 180! That's it!
Here's Gore. A quick throw back to Rowe. It's
Box pass. Intended for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now is 2nd and 10.
We're good! Tonight! That's it!
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is close to a first down as he's
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Less than a yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz it, you're going to smother it.
Jameer Gibbs. gain on the play. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
That's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
We go tonight. White 20. Turbo.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. Koya Sade Aluakin on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, it tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are
Lost pass. Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10 at the 34.
Hey, here we go.
Throwing here to start the drive. This is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
Brenton Strange. A gain of 19 yards. And the Jaguars first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go. It's a hunt. Hey, Soko, it's a hunt. Silver.
Now Lawrence to throw. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
Brenton Strange. 13 yards on the play. That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, 13, Lou. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass incomplete.
Lawrence's pass, intended for Johnny Munt, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Just unable to complete the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence going to throw again. And that falls to the ground.
Lawrence's pass, intended for Travis Hunter, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Rip, 23.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll get that underneath ETN.
Lawrence's pass completes to Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
33 yards. And the Jags post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to
Cam Little on for the extra point.
Space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this one definitely not in the
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out to the 30 now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in. Everyone has matchups.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This is 2nd and 8.
Cut. 180. Like one out.
Goff now to throw. They set up the screen.
Complete to David Montgomery. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 4.
Hey, kill. Cut. 180. What's that?
A shotgun snap for Goff.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him. Even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And his throw here is going to be
Goff's pass. Intended for Sam Laporta. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
unable to drop the hammer. He just dropped the pass. First carry now for David Montgomery.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
10 to go on 3rd down.
11. Here we go. 180. Attack.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Devin
Goff's pass. Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience.
Hey, lion.
Whether it's personal or just offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Lawrence's pass. Intended for Brenton Strange. Incomplete. He was covered by Brian Brandt.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
Lawrence's pass. Intended for Jacoby Myers. Incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a player who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he
Lawrence Strange.
finally out of bounds.
A gain of 54 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and goal, Jacksonville.
Rip, 20.
Now Lawrence.
Lawrence's pass complete to Brian Thomas Jr. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait.
Cam Little on for the extra point. His kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 13. Lions nothing. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half.
Number 5, David Montgomery's ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on in that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Sam Laporta. A gain of 9 yards.
So 2 quarters down.
That's good for a Lions first down.
After the break.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
In possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that's pretty good coverage by the
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey,
Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
Lawrence's pass complete to Travis Etienne. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 11.
Hey, 11.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit. This ball caught by Strange. Down the sideline he goes. That is going to be short.
Strange.
15-yard line.
A gain on the play of 71 yards. And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more
Take
than
right
half the
open,
field
open
on one
to
play,
red.
things are definitely working in your favor.
Throw left side complete.
Travis Hunter.
10 yards.
10 more yards. Complete to number 12, Travis Hunter. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 4-yard line.
In this situation, the defense will
Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jaguars.
From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
11. Here we go.
They'll look to throw.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score at Jaguars 19, Lions nothing. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And now a little across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And we'll take it out past the 25 to the 26.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the glow.
Ready, break!
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Off the RPO.
Trevor Lawrence on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flat. when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Lawrence. That's a short one.
Johnny
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Jaguars.
Tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hey, go! Go, Silver!
They go play action with Lawrence. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado.
15 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, there they ran into a first down.
Rip, 23.
Executed it to perfection.
Hey, Soko, it's a hunt. There's a hunt.
A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence on play action.
Jack Trevor Lawrence sacked. A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
Pretty good chunky yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps
Hey, easy,
backwards
Ralph.
after that
Ralph.
play.
Hey,
They
Jake,
got
here we go.
figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yards back.
Lawrence's pass complete to Travis Etienne. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Easy.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Jacoby Myers.
And it's going to be another.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
4-4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Hey, easy. Read him, 24. It's on. 11. Red.
First down.
Lawrence's pass intended for Travis Hunter. Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Got it.
Second and 10.
Hey, run. It's hot.
With the throw again is Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
Lawrence's pass complete to Travis Etienne. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Them going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Hot.
Lawrence will throw.
Travis Etienne.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 11. And the Jaguars first down. Lawrence's pass complete to Travis Etienne. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 8-yard line.
4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? It's actually been the opposite. They give him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running, and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Lawrence's pass complete to Jacoby Myers. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed
all
week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
Hey, Jupiter.
Travis Etienne will carry it. The tackle by Jack Campbell. No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
After one on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there.
On
They're
red.
gonna go for it on fourth.
Here we go, son.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete.
Lawrence's pass intended for Travis Hunter. Incomplete.
Jags come up
It's
empty
a
on
turnover
fourth
on
down.
down.
And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive.
What's that?
Man, it was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year 2020. Here's
Jameer Gibbs. A gain of 19 yards. And the Lions first down.
We often give credit to
First
the
and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Cut! 180! Value one! Cut!
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And they get him down the line before
Jameer Gibbs. A gain of 17 yards.
first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
And how about that second
First
one?
and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Shell! Shell! 120! Jester! 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 Turbo!
Gibbs here.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Y'all gotta pop my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We ready more power rangers. Modern also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
Here's a second and 8.
Maverick! Maverick! We go tonight! Like, what's that?
They'll try the air now with Gall. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
That was great
First
protection
and
there
10
because
at the
it allowed
32-yard
his
line.
receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
120! What's that?
Here's Gall. A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Laporta. 18 more yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
And a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
180! What's that?
Now Gall.
Cross pass. Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
First down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 5-yard line.
From the 5 now, second and a yard.
Cut. 17. 180. Turbo step.
Jameer Gibbs. A gain of 4 yards. And the Lions first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Here we go tonight. 180. Like
Now it's gone.
Jared Goff sacked by Eric Armstead. A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the Jaguars' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Dot. 180. That's it.
There's goal. This is caught.
Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
Finish it off with 6 points.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the side.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10
let's go.
at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw Lawrence.
Lawrence's pass complete to Jacoby Myers. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Hey, Lion!
Completion sets up a manageable second down.
Quentin Strange for tight end.
Quentin Strange. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact. But that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Easy. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Lawrence's pass intended for Brian Thomas Jr. Incomplete. DJ Reed there defensively.
There's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Red on red.
Here's Lawrence. The RPO will keep it himself. It's caught with Strange.
It's a gain of 20. And the Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Jaguars.
And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Rifles one. It's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
Joseph.
Forced the turnover. And
Lawrence's pass. Intercepted.
And that's what we've seen.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Well, indeed, trying to recognize this spot. And defensively,
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier, taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10.
Turbo set.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier, taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Go. 120. Right there.
Gone. That'll be caught on the same ground.
Loss 6. Complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Short pass here taken in by LaPorta.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Super. 120. Hardball. We go. 76. 76. 12. What's that?
Goff now. Throw. Got his hand complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. He'll go out of bounds inside.
Jameer Gibbs.
39
A gain of 39 yards.
Catch and run.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
When they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he pulled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
What?
Throwing again is gone. That's caught in by St. Brown.
Lost pass. Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Ball on the 8. It's second and 4.
We go tonight. Turbo set.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The kicker on for the point after.
You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is...
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 14. Jaguars nothing.
Which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score.
Lawrence's pass complete to Brenton Strange. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
On red. 30. Focus. Hot.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Let's go. Good.
A gain of 4 yards.
Easy.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Brenton Strange. 13 yards on the play. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Jupiter. Here we go.
Look to throw again. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had answers to everything this offense has thrown at them.
58 yards rushing for
Number 0, Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Into the future and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
and try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd down, they go back to Gibbs. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Wait, what? What's that?
Jameer Gibbs, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
120. What's that?
Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
180. We're good. We're good. 4 down. 5. Is that?
Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and it's Jeremy.
Touchdown, Lions.
14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there, is now they're really beginning to pull away.